As we wait for our next class out on track, which will be race 1B in the stock 140s.
Just running up, I will run you through the grid. Sam Shaw starts this one on pole position. Max Bartle will be in second. Daniel Pearson third. Adam Jameson will be fourth. Toby Parry lines up fifth position. Jake Sayer is in sixth. Howard Taylor and Grant Cunningham are row 4 of the grid. Scott McGibbon and Mark Prattley 9th and 10th. Dean Rowland will be 11th, 12th. Peter Wadsworth. Dougie Craven 13th, 14th. Brendan Allen. John Greasley is in 15th place. David DeGoot 16th, 17th Marshall Richardson, and 18th Simon Wadsworth. We have only got 11 bikes out on the grid, so anyone below Dean Rowland in that running order may well not be starting this one. But Sam Shaw lines up, just coming across there in the 111 on the left hand side of your screen, and on the right we see the 77 of Daniel Pearson. The 12 is Max Bartle. He's arrived on the left hand side of the grid, which isn't where he wanted to be. Quite sure.
I'm not sure. We've got 3 bikes on the front row effectively at the moment.
Yeah, Max Bartle's decided pole position.
I'm not quite sure.
Place for him.
Not sure. Quite sure.
Yeah, no, hang on. Pole position is the left.
Is this? Sorry, I think you're in my seat. Is effectively the bike equivalent of that.
Yeah. Okay. So Sam Shaw now on the right hand side of your screen. Left hand side is Max Bartle. They're first and second. The 77 has moved back over to the other side of the grid, and we are ready to go.
Absolutely. Just a quick question coming in. One of the Ultimate Super Minis out. Come back in about half an hour's time as we're ready to go with the stock 140s. And we're away. Good start there from pole.
Yep, Sam Shaw leads up the hill, but challenge for the lead from a 77 bike. That's Daniel Pearson taking the lead, going up to Christmas corner. 59 of Adam Jameson goes to the inside, but Sam Shaw keeps second place.
Yeah, good start there for Pearson. Not his first time out there today, or indeed his first time leading. Taking, of course, the win in the stock 160s earlier. So he can use all of his experience from that earlier on to see if he can't take the win in this, the B race for the stock 160s. Sam Shaw goes into the boot, now in third place. And he's under pressure from Toby Parry, that is, on the 800 bike.
Good start from Mr. Parry, up from fifth place.
So your order at the end of that one: Dan Pearson, Adam Jameson, Sam Shaw, Toby Parry, Howard Taylor, Max Bartle, Jake Sayer, excuse me, Grant Cunningham, Scott McGibbon, Mark Prattley. Dean Rowland has not classified across there, actually, as there's a change there. That's Toby Parry getting past Sam Shaw for third, and Down's gone the leader. Down's gone the leader. How many times have we said that today? Dan Pearson goes down.
And Adam Jameson's gone wide as a result as well. We're looking to see now who's coming through the Zulus first. Jameson has held position despite a trip to the grass.
Now, I'm not sure if we caught it on camera. I was looking at the battle for third and so didn't see. They were very close together. Was that another just losing it of one's own accord, or was that contact?
I'm not sure we got it.
So, that means your new...
And another down rider in the boot. That's not Jameson, is it? No, it's not.
No. I'll double check who that is as they come through, actually. Jameson is classified as your new leader. Here he is.
It's Toby Parry. He's just come
It
through
was... yeah, okay. I'll get on board with that. I didn't think it... Yeah, okay.
We'll start as Shaw moves to the inside here to pass Jake Sayer, who showing. There is the number 12 of Max Bartle. He's in 4th place. A lot of these riders struggling to stay on course. We're struggling to keep track of just who's gone off where. Jameson maintains the lead. He's just come through now. Shaw is in 2nd place. I think we're going to see Howard Taylor come through now. Yes, we are. We are following the battle a bit further back. And we will see now Scott McGiven leads them. Jake Sayer, Grant Cunningham, Mark Prattley and Toby Parry all benefit from Max Bartle's spill. We're back now with Sam Shaw, 2nd place, and then there's 3rd place man Howard Taylor. As up the inside, is that 2 positions at once for Mark Prattley? I believe he's not managed to hold it, unfortunately for him. We watch the tightest battle out on track. Jake Sayer, Grant Cunningham, Mark Prattley and Toby Parry, who we believe we just saw on the floor at the exit of the boot. Through the boot again, let's hope Parry can stay on the bike this time. He has managed it. They exit the boot now. Swift right-hander. Watch the gap as they cross the line. Cunningham leads Prattley, Parry and Sayer. Sayer loses out badly on that lap.
Yeah, it was Prattley who was trying that very ambitious move at Christmas last time through. Up the hill they go again, and Prattley's looking bold again, but look at this. Going 3 wide towards Christmas corner. And Prattley looks to come out on top, and down goes Grant Cunningham. And it looks so, you know, it's... The thing is, at a slow speed moment like that, it looks almost comical, but it is so difficult out there for these riders at the moment.
It's at those slow speeds you're trying to get the power down, and that's where you need your grip.
Yeah, absolutely. Question coming in, by the way, Facebook, what kind of bikes are these? These are all pit bikes that you're watching in the British mini bikes. And indeed, this class is supported by Parker Racing Pit Bike Specialists, for which we're very grateful, of course. Massive shout out. Good opportunity is the final round of the season to say a big thank you to all of the various sponsors of the various classes.
So Prattley currently on top of this one, although moving to the inside of it now is Toby Parry. Doesn't make it.
Parry seems really confident out there, doesn't he? Even given his off earlier on.
Yeah, keep an eye on 2nd place, Howard. Only less than a second between Sam Shaw and Howard Taylor. They're coming out of the first corner now, and I believe... sorry, they're not coming out of the first corner now. They are coming out of the boot on screen.
They're crossing the line, and that's changed, isn't it? That's Howard Taylor ahead. Now, here he is with St George flagged helmet, ahead of the yellow-plated Sam Shaw. So, change for 2nd place there. Various proofing techniques we've seen on display today. Is squarely and firmly putting himself in the camp of, yes, it looks like a cell, but it's keeping me dry. Through the boot they go.
Howard Taylor looks to just have the advantage here. He's come past on the last lap, and just as I say that, Shaw takes a very different line down the straight.
I'm not sure Howard Taylor had the best run actually out of the final corner, and it might give Shaw an opportunity here up the hill. It's going to be on the inside. Should get it done. Howard Taylor takes a shallower line out of there. Needs to be careful. That's where we saw Grant Cunningham coming a proper few laps ago. There's nothing Howard Taylor can do in Inkermans, and so that's job done for Sam Shaw. Changes back in his favour in the battle for second.
Yep, 2.5 laps remain. I wouldn't be surprised if these two switch again before the end of the race. There's also a very tight battle being fought currently between Mark Prattley and Toby Parry over 5th place. That one's still raging further back. We're following 2nd and 3rd as they come round to what we think is 2 laps remaining.
Adam Jamieson, your leader then. Sam Shaw in 2nd and Howard Taylor in 3rd. That's how it currently stands in that battle for 2nd. Scott McGibbon, you just saw him come through your shot. He's having a bit of a lonely one, running around in 4th. Mark Prattley then in 5th, just ahead of Toby Parry. So keep your eyes peeled for that one changing, although they've spread out somewhat. Where's Toby Parry gone? Because he's dropping down the order. Jake Sayer has just gone up into 6th place. So there's been an incident out there for Toby Parry. That good spot there, Jacob. He's up at the boot at the side of the road, trying to get his bike restarted, which he has now managed to do.
Second trip to the grass for Toby Parry at that location as we watch Adam Jamieson put a lap on one of our riders there.
Yeah, I haven't had to talk about him much this race because he's just got to the front and stayed there after the demise of Dan Pearson early on. But he's ridden it well here, done what you need to do in these conditions, which is keep the show on the road.
Commanding lead, and the checkered flag awaits once he's navigated through the boot. An accomplished ride, 20 seconds back to his nearest challenger of pole man Sam Shaw. Round he comes, the final right-hander. Checkered flag beckons. Adam Jamieson takes the first win of the day in our Pick Bike Stock 140 Race B. Fantastic form for him. Cut back now to our 2nd place man, Sam Shaw. He's following recently down Toby Parry through the boot. There he is in the yellow and the blue and white suit. 2nd place for Sam Shaw. 3rd place goes to Harry Taylor, who's briefly up in 2nd there. Scott McGibbon, quite a quiet race for him. Comes home in 4th. We wait now for Mark Prattley and Jake Sayer. Mark Prattley having worked his way to the front of a 4-bike battle.
Yep.
Crosses the line almost surprisingly solo because the others just
They all fell
literally
off.
dropped away.
Yes.
Jake Sayer, 6th place. Grant Cunningham did have a down in 7th. Dan Pearson, 8th. 9th, Max Barton. 10th for Toby Parry. Twice. Dean Rowland, last place.
Yes. I think he took a start. But there you go then. That was your B race. B race 1 in the Parker Racing Stock 140s. Some shots from inside the paddock shed, where you were doing some of the interviews earlier on, Jacob. It looks like the start of race wins of the year. It feels like it's pretty good. Immediately, though, our attention has to return to the track, because we're not done yet. We've still got a few more. We've got 4 more races of the season. Gosh, that's sad. I'm sad about that. There's so much for those. But I'm just loving the unpredictability of today. It's just a great, it's a really good day's racing.
It's gone through the whole season, Howard.
It will go dark eventually though. So I accept that we have to stop at some point, right? But no, it's been really good. Right.
Hey, we got floodlights here.
We have. Good point.
We can go all night.
Yeah, we could. We'd have to switch over
No.
to... No, they've got floodlights on the Zulu layout, so I'm right. Yeah, we could go all night.
We're fine. We'll just stay here forever.
Yeah,
I won't have to go to work tomorrow. You won't have to go to work tomorrow.
there we go. Happy days.
What's the grid like?
The
This one?
grid's like Grant Cunningham will lead them away. Scott
Oh,
McGibbon.
hang on. Who's this? Got
Oh.
down on the warm-up lap.
Do you know what?
You carry on
Even
with the
if
grid,
we
I'll
could
keep an eye on
identify
that.
them, they probably don't want us to. Grant Cunningham is on pole, Scott McGibbon alongside Mark Pratley and Dean Rowland on the second row. Peter Wadsworth and Dougie Craven on row 3. Row 4 is Brendan Allen and John Greasley. David de Groot and Marshall Richardson are on row 5. And Simon Wadsworth is 11th. We have got some non-time sets, so I think in reality we've only got 7 riders taking to the grid of this one.
One of which is still recovering.
One of which is still recovering.
In the boot. Coming round now to take up their place on the grid. On the right hand side of your screen we have the 111 of Scott McGibbon. On the left hand side Grant Cunningham. It's the 226 who's not...
We don't have a 226.
We don't have a 226? Okay.
Either way, we have 7 bikes ready to do battle here. Flags in the air. And we're away for these riders' last race of the season. It's a good start from Scott McGibbon. As they work their way up the hill, you can see there.
Some transponder issues.
We have got some
coming through.
transponder issues.
Sam Shaw takes the lead of this race. Distinctive blue and white suit with a yellow bike.
Yep. Yes, it is
leads
Sam Shaw, sorry, good point.
through Zulus. Turn down now onto the back straight for the first time. We have the number 800 bike, Toby Parry in second place. We saw him have a series of offs earlier in the day. Hopefully he'll be able to keep it upright from now on. He holds second place coming out of the first lap. Sam Shaw is your race leader. Toby Parry is followed by a rider we can't identify from the commentary box so far. We're frantically waving at each other, trying to figure out who that is on the bike, which number triple there's 2 triple ones here. Sam Shaw is also triple one on the screen, so just about be able to make out that. He leads by 1.5 seconds. This closest battle, Toby Parry holds off this mystery rider into the boot. We've seen the St George flag before today, Howard.
I'm going to say it's Howard Taylor.
Yes, that's the one. It's not quite sure what's going on with the number plate. Yes. Toby Parry leads Howard Taylor through turns 1 and 2. They are chasing Sam Shaw up the hill, but Sam Shaw has quite a comfortable lead now. The gap 2 seconds back to these pair. As behind them, we have Scott McGibbon going at the inside.
It's Mark Pratley
Of
who he's
Mark
overtaking.
Pratley, yeah. And down goes Toby Parry again. Unfortunately, Toby has not been able to keep those 2 wheels nailed to the tarmac, and he loses out on second place. That gives these 2 an extra position. Scott McGibbon lapped in 5th this time, but he's overtaken Mark Pratley, so he'll be up to 3rd this time round. Across the line comes Sam Shaw. He's completed 3 laps. There are 5 to go, we hope. Howard Taylor is in second place, and there we have it. Scott McGibbon up into 3rd. Mark Pratley is in 4th. Then we have a rider we can't identify due to transponder issues, Jake Sayer and Toby Parry round out the field.
Right, doing my homework. Right, I'm going to say in first place is Sam Shaw, in second place is Howard Taylor, then it's Scott McGibbon and Mark Pratley, then it's Max Bartle on the number 12 number plated bike, then it's Jake Sayer, and then it's Toby Parry. There we go.
Thank you, Howard.
That's me doing a touch of British mini bike spotting out the window rather than relying on the timing screen. So we've got 4 laps to go, and this is a battle for second place between Howard Taylor and Scott McGivern. McGivern's done well here. He's got past Prattley and now gone onto the back of Taylor as they head up the hill.
They certainly haven't dropped Prattley yet. It could come into play if these two squabble too long. Sam Shaw is still comfortable in front. They've got a gap now of 5 seconds to him.
And if these two start battling, it could allow Prattley to get onto terms with them.
Toby Parry is still recovering from that spill last place. And we did say, Howard, right at the start of this one, he's got to keep it together. He didn't quite manage it. So picking up his bike. Now he's trying to pick the pieces. Look at the wide line through there.
McGivern taking a very wide line there. And he's going to have a go for second place. And he's got the job done.
Going into turn 1.
Yeah. Taylor wasn't too happy about that. From his point of view, he stayed within the confines of the track.
Let's see if we can make an impression on race leader Sam Shaw. There's not many laps remaining. Quite the gap. Scott McGivern in these conditions. The track is still greasy. I'm not going to go as far as to say dry, even though you have already twice today, Howard.
So there's dry bits.
Dry bits.
We're in
Not even going to buy into that much.
We're in the Commonwealth, we're dry. So
Yes, very close to the wall again from Scott McGivern.
yeah.
How's his lap times looking, Howard?
Lap times are faster than your leader. He's just set a personal best of 54.029 is McGivern. Reeling in the leader by some 6/10, but it's not going to be enough because this man on your screen, Sam Shaw, is currently 5 seconds to the good at the front of this one.
Pretty quickly as well. He's got the fastest lap of this race at 54.0.
Yeah, so he has got the capacity to go quicker than McGivern.
Look over his shoulder twice actually, and he sees McGivern's there, so that might spur him into a quicker lap next time round.
Meanwhile, Toby Parry on his recovery ride has just gone past Jake Sayer for 6th place.
It's going to be too little too late for him though, because the last lap board is showing now to the left hand side of your screen, and Sam Shaw knows he's got a gap, but also knows that there is the bike of Scott McGivern not too far behind him, only 4 seconds now of the gap.
Battle for 3rd place here on the last lap. Jacob, Howard Taylor, you can see with Mark Prattley quite close there as they were crossing the line. Scott McGivern has just set the fastest lap of the race at 53.659. You know what? He's given it a good try. He's reeled in Sam Shaw by 1.3 seconds on that last lap. He is a man on the mission, but I think he's going to run out of road on this one because Sam Shaw now just needs to get it through the final half of the lap and he'll be home. Well, he won't be home and dry because this is Whilton Mill today, but he'll be home. As he comes round the boot. There is the battle for 3rd. Keep an eye on that. We need to look back to the start-finish though, because Sam Shaw is going to come round to take the checkered flag. He wins the 2nd B race of the day in the Parker Racing Stock 140s. Scott McGivern finishes an impressive 2nd place, working his way up and sets the fastest lap on the final lap to boot. Howard Taylor gets a podium in this one. Good riding from him. Mark Prattley takes 4th. Max Bartle will come home in 5th, with Toby Parry in 6th, and Jake Sayer in 7th place.
Tell you what, Howard, that was a phenomenal final lap from Scott McGivern. A second
really
quicker
was.
than anything he'd done previously.
Yeah,
One more lap in this and he would have been right on the back of Sam Shaw.
I have to say that's a slight case of one. I'd love to see that one go for another couple of laps. I'm sure Sam Shaw doesn't agree with us though. He'll be very happy with that.
Now, speaking of on the back as well, Mark Prattley got his front wheel alongside the back wheel of Howard Taylor going into the Zulus at that last lap. As I've mentioned a couple of times across the course today, it's not really a place for overtaking. Unfortunately, the gap built back out just as we cut to them, and there was nothing doing in terms of the battle for 3rd place in that one.
Right, that was your B race, but in the A race, we have a championship to decide. And the Park Racing Stockman Forces will be back in just a moment.